Hello everyone, this is Bryant with sfftsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, and we're back here at the park. So, as you probably know, based off our social media posts, there's tons of construction updates happening out here. So, we're going to kind of cover all that stuff. We'll hit the front gate area, Los Festivales, of course, the Crack Axle Canyon area, and we'll also kind of look around, see what else we can find that maybe we don't really know about yet. Also, Sangerfest Halle kind of falls on that as well. So, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right into the park. But I do want to say, we do keep tabs of construction updates on our main website at sfftsource.com. If you just go to the top and pick construction updates, you can see basically a compilation of all the photo construction updates we've done. So let's head inside. So right when you enter the park, you can see this is the security checkpoint, which has been kind of reorganized and more refined. It's very nice. But when you swing around this way, the first really crazy construction related thing is that these ticket booths, which we posted being, in the middle of being torn down, are completely gone. So we have gotten a couple concerns as to, hey, what do you do to buy tickets? Well, you can see right there, you can purchase tickets via that QR code, which I would highly recommend anyways. But if you don't want to purchase them on your phone, you can go over here to the right hand side and you see that there is this guest relations booth, and to the left of the guest relations you see there's ticket sales. So if you really need to purchase a ticket, you just go over that way and do that. Now of course right in front of us is where the entrance to the park is, so you just gotta kind of detour around this fence for now. But you can see they have been laying new bricks here to cover this hole up, because obviously this building was much larger than this. But they also did say that there should be some kind of redesign element to this front, but we don't really know what that is yet. And we made our way through the ticket scanning area, and our next kind of construction update is just another look at the repainting that they've been doing on the buildings here in Los Festivales. Unfortunately, it's kind of muggy outside, so the colors don't pop quite as much, but you can see there's nice fresh coats of paint, especially as you go up the clock tower there. And to follow up with the fresh paint in Los Festivales, you can see on this spire here, got the same kind of paint job going on that you had up front at the clock tower. It's a little bit more of a bold color scheme, not quite as pastel-y as the rest, but when you look around Los Festivales, it doesn't look like anything else has really been repainted yet, so I'm sure it's coming, but not quite yet. We will try to keep you updated on that as it happens, because I know a lot of people are definitely interested in them redoing kind of the color paint schemes in this area. And we've made our way over into Crack Axle Canyon so that we can check out some of the Daredevil Dive construction taking place, and you can see no time is being wasted over here. They have this whole area over here torn up, and you can see it's just about footer time. So you'll start seeing footers go in, and then it's only a matter of time after they pour the footers. Once they're cured, you'll see track pieces going vertical. So this is really coming together, and it's super crazy to see how wide open this is over here. And as we mentioned on social media, totally Kickin' Chicken is no more. You can see that they've put the fence around it, the construction fence. This will be torn down to make way for Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger. And I'm sure the inside's all stripped out, but the building is here. They might wait until after Holiday in the Park to tear that out, because it's right here in the pathway. So we'll just have to wait and see. And here is the front view of what was Sundance Theater. You can see they've really graded this area out. It will be where some of the ride and the queue is. But you can also see we've got more tape and digging. And you can see all the way up over onto the Lone Star Lil's Hill, where the station and First Hill will be. This is so crazy that you can just see all the way through here. And of course, like we've mentioned before, but I'll say it again if you're new here, they will be reusing this structure right here for the indoor queue portion of Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger. And here's an alternate angle of what we just showed you. You can see that this is really cleared out, but there's a lot of stick markings over here. And I really think we're not too far away from things really starting to pick up back here. And the other big thing that's happened in this back Crack Axle Canyon area, as you can see, they've done even more paint on the back of Lone Star Lils, because this is going to be seen by the ride, but also I think they really just wanted to refresh it to match more of the steampunk theme. Now, if you swing over from the back of Lone Star Lils, the back of these other buildings, such as Bubba's and the old former radio station, the Bubba's eating area, you can see that these have all been repainted as well, because you know they were in a back area, but as soon as the ride is constructed, this is going to be an area seen by guests, so they are sprucing it up back here. And as you move along through Crack Axle Canyon, you can see the Dr. I. Yankum facade has been repainted. You've got like a nice teal and yellow, cream, brownish, gray color going on. And even the U.S. Marshal building and this building over here, where they typically have the Buried Alive Haunted House, has also had its outside repainted. So there's really a lot of stuff going on over here, and we'll just swing back through this way. So looking really good. And as you turn this corner in Crack Axle Canyon by the Thirsty Buffalo Saloon, you run into Bubba's. And this little section of Bubba's, the eating area, has been completely repainted, looking real nice. I also want to point out all the new tables they have out here. This area really needed some more eating area, so it looks really nice. It's nice and welcome, and it has a nice kind of color scheme to match the area. Now, when you come around this way to the front of Bubba's Burgers, you can see that they have also repainted Bubba's Burgers, and it's got a blue on it. I don't know what they're going to do with this side building. It does look like maybe they've painted what they're going to paint on it. I'm not sure. But you also have this other eating area that has also been repainted. It's got a blue roof. It's got this kind of creamy-ish supports on it, and the white and the grayish brown. And even as you come along this way, you get over to the restrooms. Those have also been repainted. So it's a big old facelift on this whole area. And I do like the sign on the restrooms, because those look new. Crack Axle, first indoor restrooms with plumbing. And you continue this way through Crack Axle Canyon. This was a former radio station. You can see that this whole radio station has been repainted. I actually really like the colors on this. It's also very nice and shiny. And it is worth pointing out, the side of this old radio station building was looking real rough before, but it looks like they've replaced all the siding, no more rotting wood on there, which is a really good thing, because it really needed it. And you can see this side of Lone Star Lils actually pretty much looks the same from the last time we did a video on it. However, I do want to point out that over here there are some seats that have been pulled from Lone Star Lils, I assume from Lone Star Lils, and they're just laying out on the grass. I assume they were pulled from that far side over there. So it looks like they had to give up some of Lone Star Lils' capacity to make the ride perimeter of Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger fit back there. And up next on our construction update, we did cut across over into Spotsburg, because over here at the train station, Der Pilger Bahnhof, this is the Spotsburg stop, they have actually freshened all of this up, and they freshened it up not long ago. I think mostly what they focused on this time was the roof, but it definitely looks different, and they have done some of the light posts and stuff like that, so it's all looking real good over here. So it's really no secret by now that Sangerfest Hall has been just torn into all kinds of different bits and pieces. You can see back there the serving area and kitchens being completely redone, so it's completely blocked off. You do still go over to the corner over there, and they do have the limited menu. Now over here by the refill area, they have put up the new stanchions there that'll be permanent, and they've also started installing some basically like fake wood floor, like the wood linoleum panels that are pretty common these days, and that's looking really nice. I think that will add a lot to this area, or I should say this restaurant, and hopefully it holds up. And I do stand corrected on that floor. This is actually tile, so it should hold up pretty well. And here's just a second look at that tile wood floor. You can see they've stretched it all the way up this way, and we're actually going to move on to what's going on with the stage in here next. And what you can see here is the original Sangerfest Hall stage. So essentially anything that was in excess of this was added on by Six Flags. And now we've torn back down to the original, and you can see they've got the really cool artwork on the side. And it does look like there was some kind of artwork on that back wall, but you know, definitely not salvageable with all of the audio and power connections and the black paint that they put on there. But it'd be interesting to see how they fix this wall back here, because it's definitely torn up from that stage that they took out. And just to kind of give you all a better idea of the flow, you actually come in over here and come along. You order over here where the cash register is, and of course they're making all the food here, and then the exit pours out this way. So definitely a very makeshift type of situation, but once this is all done, it should be much better than it is now. And just one final swoop of the current condition of Sangerfest Hall. And you can see them taking out that stage has really added a lot of room here. And I don't really know a lot of details on this, but I am assuming that these cones have something to do with what's coming. Maybe a different kind of seating layout or some kind of division. It'll be nice if they get rid of these long tables and add more traditional seating. I know these go with the theme, but just from a traffic standpoint and a convenience standpoint, it would be much better if they switched it out. And now that we've kind of cut across, we'll head into Rockville going this way. So I have heard that since we've been here last, they have added new elements to the Poltergeist theming upgrade. So I think we're gonna have to head in there and check it out. So most of the area out here is generally the same, with the exception of maybe a couple different themed things. They've definitely re-themed the trash cans you can see over there, and the car that's out here definitely seems like it's doing some new stuff since the last time we were out here. There's a look at that trash can though. It's pretty fun. And there's the car. The headlights slide up, and it does apparently honk at you, but this makes a lot more sense now, because it's like, hey, you're working on the car. So the theme came together a little bit better since the last time we've been out here. And you can see they're still trying to grow up this hedge maze a little bit. And we're making our way up into the main house here. I don't know if these lamp posts or these lamps were here last time. We kind of walked through really fast, so, but they are flickering. This is just a little bit more filled out, it kind of seems like. Already got some graffiti, that's good. Oh, she's lit up now. And looks like we had some lightning maybe. Yeah, we got some lightning in the window, that's fun. Got some flickering on the chandelier there. Quite spooky. Even got some more lightning in this one. Oh my goodness, it gets dark. And they've done a lot more to this area back here. There's now a moving portrait. Oh my goodness. Moving portrait up top of the fireplace. It's very fun to watch. Looks like it shifts around back and forth. And of course, our next stop is going into the station, which we really didn't get to show you much of last time because the ride broke down. So we'll try to do that this time. And we've got a much better opportunity to show you the interior of the station now. It's just crazy in here. It's completely different. Also air conditioned, which is awesome. I love the chandeliers up top. And in between all of the rows, they've done a lot of little themed pieces. You can see in this one, we've got like some books and some other cluttered pieces. And got some spooky portraits over here. And of course, it still launches you like crazy out of here, but you can also see all along that back wall. So as you all can see, things are really coming along in there. I know the last time we were here and we showed this, it wasn't as extensive as it is now, but you know, if you're coming out here, keep an eye on this because they are adding things here and there, and I still think there's probably a fair amount of stuff that also is still going to kind of make its way into this theming. Probably our last big construction update. Now, we haven't gone all the way around the park, but this might be the last one, is here in Primo's Pizzeria on the corner of Rockville and DC Universe. They have actually started just kind of going wild in here. So you can see we've got like a big bookshelf front and center here where the menus used to be, and there's not really a lot of like public information as to what's going on in here. So obviously doing some kind of remodel. There's some new paint. They've taken some of the decorations down, but it's definitely looking a lot different in here. So we'll be curious to see what happens here, because I'm also wondering if there's going to be some kind of restaurant re-theme in the future. It is also worth noting that they have an Italian salad, which I don't remember seeing before. And then they have, of course, all of their pizza offerings, but they are supposed to be adding more Italian options in the future. And just one more look at the opposite side, the other line. You can kind of see they built a pretty substantial wall over here. And the color schemes are definitely on the darker end. I want to know in the comments below, what do you feel about the color scheme, because it definitely changes the way this place looks big time. Okay everyone, that does it for this construction update from Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. As you can see, pretty much if you blink, you're gonna miss something crazy going on out at the park. I was very glad to see that just so many things are happening, and I think maybe I'm most curious about what is going to end up with Sangerfest Halle and Primo's Pizzeria, because it definitely looks like those are two of the biggest kind of under the radar changes that are currently taking place. And of course we can't forget the front gate area, and we can't forget the Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger area. Those are of course going to transform into something new for the 30th anniversary, and we're really looking forward to that. If y'all have any questions about Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, make sure to ask us in the comments below. Also, we have a direct link to our merch shop. Starting on December 31st and running through the month of January, we're going to be releasing special 30th anniversary merchandise that we've kind of talked about on here already, but that will start releasing before you know it. I also encourage you to check out sfftsource.com. We've got tons of construction updates on there. There's thousands of pictures, information about all the events, shows, rides, dining locations, everything. So that is a very handy tool. Make sure you check it out. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you soon at a theme park.